When it comes to Zaxby's Fingers, there's a few non-negotiables. It's gotta be only premium tenderloin, marinated for 12 hours and fried to crispy perfection. What is negotiable? The flavors you create mixing our 12 signature sauces. Woo, saucy! Zaxby's.
The following program is paid for and presented by Tony Mart Presents. The opinions expressed are not those of Town Square Media or station advertisers.
We're so happy that everything has been so beautiful so far. The first show on the boardwalk as Tony Mart Presents Mardi Gras AC at Kennedy Plaza in Atlantic City every Wednesday night now until September 4th. The first show with the piano from Savannah, Victor Wainwright, was outrageously great. The beautiful Tony Mart Cafe there on the boardwalk is really nice, and also we want to invite everybody to join us this Wednesday. You know, John Cafferty and Beaver Brown are coming into town to do two shows. They're going to do an historic show on the 4th of July, first time ever in Summers Point, Eddie and the Cruisers. But on Wednesday night, Wednesday the 3rd, we're going to be in Atlantic City. So if you can't make it to the Summers Point Beach to see the historic, we're going to be filming. PBS is going to be there, Nance. If you can't make it, then you can come to the boardwalk on Wednesday night and see the great John Cafferty and Beaver Brown, the original soundtrack artist who wrote all the songs, Tender Years, On the Dark Side, Wild Summer Night, just truly, truly great. And I want to come to the Summers Point Beach next weekend. We're going to have some of the chefs from Jersey Gumbo. Next weekend is Mardi Gras weekend in Summers Point. On the 5th, we'll be out there on the beach with our Mardi Gras concert, and that's Friday night, of course. Next week, we have 3 shows in a row. Wednesday night with John Cafferty on the boardwalk. Thursday, the Thursday, the 4th of July concert. And then on Friday, we have Waylon Thibodeau. You owe yourself this treat. These are all free concerts, so there's no question about that. As we like to say in Atlantic City, the big beach concerts are free on the boardwalk this year. And John Cafferty will be there next Wednesday. But on Friday night, the 5th in Summers Point, Waylon Thibodeau was 35 years on Bourbon Street. He's considered one of the greatest, if not the greatest, of the Cajun fiddlers. Toured internationally with Tab Benoit and the Voice of the Wetlands All-Stars with Dr. John and George Porter and all the famous people in that band, including Tab Benoit. But 35 years at the Old Opera House on Bourbon and Toulouse. This is a fabulous performer, and you'll get to see him with the Tony Mart All-Stars Big Band on the beach on the 5th, and then again at Jersey Gumbo. And we're going to talk a lot about Jersey Gumbo today. It's only a week from this coming Monday, the 8th of July, starting at 3 o'clock. We have about a dozen chefs who are going to be making gumbo. The event is free. The concert by by Waylon Thibodeau is free. And the parking is free, and it's at the Point, of course, 998. If you use GPS, 998. 998 Bay Avenue in Summers Point. And we will be having a good time. Let me tell you, that's a 3 to 6 tasting. It's $20 for all the gumbo you can taste. And everything as far as the shows, we're going to have the big New Orleans band with one of the Quails on tuba, Bobby Ferguson, one of the best of the trumpet players. We have Howard Isaacson, first call, old school Jimmy Glenn, and also Brian Conover from the Tony Mart All-Stars, Danny Iyer. That's this big New Orleans house band we're putting together now. And we're going to be starring Waylon Thibodeau. Now, as far as the culinary stars this year, we have 2 of them on the show today. The resorts team will be on later. That's Chef David Wong, Chef Robert Levinson, and the mighty food and beverage director from Resorts, Jeff Ray. And they're going to be competing. And let me tell you, they were tough at the top, very close last year. Gregory's will be back to defend their People's Choice Award. And the Mardi Gras, the next guest that will be coming up here shortly is the Mardi Gras King of Gumbo, Chef David Goldstein from Chef David Goldstein. If he gets through 12. Oh, he's 12:40. Excuse me. David Ray is coming up. Jeffrey Ray is coming up at 12:15, and at 12:40 we have David Goldstein, who is from the American Culinary, the American Culinary Federation, the South Jersey Chefs Association, and we're very proud that he was our gumbo king for 2023, because in his career he has served, believe it or not, over 1 million free meals in his position as president of the South Jersey Chefs Association. We're very proud that he was able to win and take that $1,000 prize and put it to good work, because I know that he did. We also will have lots of discussion about the cruisers next week and about the great John Cafferty and Beaver Brown. The PBS movie is going to be filmed. It's already been started. It's going to be filmed on the beach at 7:15. We're going to have John Cafferty and Beaver Brown. No opening act. 7:15 they hit. Fireworks at 9. Curfew, strict curfew just before 10. Happy 4th of July on the beach in Summers Point. And then Mardi Gras weekend, concluding with this fabulous free festival at the Point. The Point is our presenting sponsor. And we are very, very proud to have the Point, and also to be rocking the Point every Thursday night. The beautiful, beautiful tiki bar with the Billy Walton band. It's going to be a great summer there. Every Thursday from 6 to 10 at the Point. I know my next guest is going to show up over there and party with us a little bit. He's really good at that. The man himself from Resort. Jeff Ray, welcome to the show.
Hello, Carmen. Hello, listeners.
It's
Jeff
so
from
nice.
Resorts. Yep.
I'm so excited of all the news that you have, but before we get there, have you tweaked it up? You got any secret weapons you want to tell us about for the gumbo competition on July 8th?
Oh boy, we can't divulge that, but we're very excited. Chef Robert and Chef David are working, and their team have been working hard on our this year's entry. And I know you and the guests and the public will not be disappointed. So we had a good showing last year and loved the event, and looking forward to again appearing and participating this year. So you got to come and try it. You got to come and see and try. Yep.
You were right up at the top in the polling. I know the numbers, and a lot of people love Resorts Gumbo, and also you know how to do that stuff because you have this multi-award-winning seafood chowder at Breadsticks, which is one of your restaurants that I really love over there at Resorts. You've won that award a couple of years for that, haven't you?
We certainly have, yes. One of our truly signature items, not only for Breadsticks, but for the food and beverage department and resorts here. Our Breadsticks seafood chowder is to die for. It is just top shelf, with the lobster and the shrimp and the crab, and it's just it's thick, rich, and a true Jersey Shore seafood chowder. You have to come and try it. It's just an awesome item that we have, and we're very proud of its past and its award-winning recipe for sure.
I'll tell you something. I'm a big fan of soups and seafood soups and chowders, and I used to love to go to Bush's for the she crab soup. We miss that so much. But right now, you are the best. That seafood chowder, Breadsticks, not to mention the Breadsticks and the beautiful view, and that is one of the nice, it might be the premier comfort food Americana restaurant we have in Oregon.
Chef David, I think. Well, it's right now our veranda down there is packed with the late breakfast to early lunch crowd, and
right.
It's a shared veranda that we serve breakfast and lunch during the day with the Breadsticks menu, and then at night we flip it, and it's for the beautiful Capriccio fresco Italian outdoor dining with the linens on the table, looking over the famous Atlantic City Boardwalk, the Atlantic Ocean, the historic Steel Pier. It's all right there in front of you, and it's been very popular.
I got to say that it is absolutely fabulous to have Capriccio. You guys were judged the #1 Italian restaurant in any casino in the country. Quite an award.
Well, we had some nice. Chef David, are you there? Maybe you could tell him some of those beautiful specials you were making last night for Capriccio.
Hello.
I'm sorry. Heather, hear you. Heather, hear you. Okay.
Hello.
Heather, we can hear you on the air. Please.
Carmen.
Please. I'm sorry, Jeff. Excuse me. Are you there?
Nope.
Okay, let's go back to Capriccio, because I'm thinking about those clams oreganata. They're the best I ever had at Capriccio.
Fabulous. I was talking to a guest there last night who had an order in front of him and loved them. Speaking of the clams.
They are superb. You really have a crackerjack culinary department, food and beverage department there. We're proud to have you at Gumbo. Is David Wong there with you?
Hey, Carmen, can you hear me?
Okay. David,
I'm on a different line.
Tell us a little bit about this East Wind Chinese restaurant. And you have an award-winning sushi restaurant, too.
Yes, we have the Mukashi sushi bar that we just connected to our award-winning East Wind, which is our Asian dining. So it's got a mix of all sorts from Northeast and Northwest, Chinese, a little bit Thai, a little bit of Filipino, and then of course we just added the connection with Mukashi, which is very sleek and clean sushi dining experience.
Right. Let me tell you something. This guy is a great chef talking right now. I love his work. Everything he does so well. And I'm sure that is a great Chinese restaurant. East Wind, or Asian restaurant. Excuse me for saying it's not just Chinese. It's a lot of things. And then, of course, there's a lot going on over there.
And, we try to get a little bit of the favorites from like every nuance of Asia that we can. Trying to pick up with the trends, and of course, challenging the cooks and the chefs in there to be able to replicate these dining experiences as such. To be, and of course, we're getting all these ingredients fresh, and it's just a challenge to be able to do all that. It's basically a multicultural melting pot all in one restaurant. So, and we do that just because, the clientele is just, we have a mixed crowd, and a lot of people have different tastes, and some like spicy, some like sweet, some like seafood. We got a nice pork belly on the menu that is nonstop. People keep ordering on. And then we have the favorites: General Shrimp, General Chicken, Peking Duck.
Oh my God!
Yeah, and then the list goes on. So we try to do our best to please every customer with the dynamics of not just the traditional, but the heavy hitters that everybody likes to enjoy.
I'm definitely coming over. What do you do with the pork belly?
So pork belly, we braise it for about 2 hours, and then we have the Szechuan sauce that we put on top of it with pineapples and scallions and a little bit of chili pepper.
That sounds good. Well, you can do so many different things because you're such a brilliant chef. I love everything that you do. And this is fascinating because of what you're saying about the multidisciplinary Asian foods. But people like the old favorites, right? The General Chicken and stuff like that.
Yes, they have General Chicken. Of course, we have Peking Duck. We have pho, which, is Vietnamese.
Do you make the pancakes?
So we just have
Peking Duck?
Yes. So we have the bao buns, the steamed rice bao buns, and then scallion, crispy duck skin. Traditional.
Well, yeah, I love it. I'm very ignorant of Asian food, so I apologize. If we were talking about Italian, I would say everything right. But I want to thank you, man, for being so great, doing so many great things. It's really fantastic. And
thank you.
And you're a part of the whole operation there. David, you're really getting tremendous response with the outdoor veranda where people can eat, like you said, the breadsticks, comfort food Americana menu, and then it switches over to Capriccio. And if people don't know where we're talking about, this is overlooking the steel pier in the Atlantic Ocean. If you get a good seat, you're sitting in one of the most beautiful dining areas in all of Atlantic City, without a doubt. And you're in demand. I know people have to call ahead of time. Are you still doing the Sunday gravy?
We're finishing up this month here, and then we're going to just continue that just for July and August, but it'll be back in full swing in the fall.
Okay. All right. I'm glad I brought that up. So tomorrow is the last chance you have to go over there and enjoy a multi-course traditional Southern Italian menu that is called Sunday gravy, because certain Italians use the word gravy for what is actually tomato sauce. So that'll tell you where I'm at on that one. But in any event, I really want to be there, and I guess it'll just be one of those things that when things slow down in September, we'll be back there at the great Capriccio. But like I said, everything is phenomenal. Your antipasta, your oreganato, the clams oreganato are absolutely the best I've ever had anywhere. Tell us what else is happening, David. You got a lot of things going on over there at Resort.
Yeah, I like to feature the so from Wednesday to Friday, like from 4 to 7, the sushi bar does have a happy hour menu that we get a lot of hit for, especially the locals. It features things like our big eye tuna roll, which normally sells like $20-25 on the traditional menu, like whether you're at Borgata or ourselves or any of the local places in Ventnor, and that's going for $11. A thing that I created called Tokyo Nachos, which we take wonton skins and we deep fry them, and then we put a little bit of cheddar, spicy aioli, avocado crema, truffle, and shiitake mushrooms. So the pickled shiitake mushrooms. Just a little light bite. You got a little sweet, sour, salty, to tingle your taste buds. And then, of course, we have sake bombs that'll accompany it. We have Kirin beer, Asahi beer, and Emily, which is the general manager over at the restaurant. She has a couple of really, really cool whimsical drinks that pair off with it as well.
Right now, is there also a happy hour at Breadsticks?
Happy hour breakfast? No, we do not.
On the beverage side, yeah, but not so much on the food side.
On the beverage side, at the bar there, I recall seeing that. So you have a happy hour there as well as what's going on with the sushi and the Asian.
Yeah.
Exactly. Pretty much a happy hour in all the outlets. We have some kind of feature and offering, the small bites and the beverage and Capriccio, and then, Bar 1, the Glitter Bar, has some outstanding specials down there. So a lot going on here for the happy hours all around the property.
I love being there. I enjoy being at Resort so much, and I want to congratulate you on having one of the finest. I've gone to very few casinos or establishments anywhere that have the amazing quality from beginning to end. You go to Breadsticks, you go to Capriccio, you go to Makashi. The quality is outstanding from beginning to end, and that means a lot. And that starts at the top, so you're to be congratulated. But when you have guys like David Wong, and, of course, Robert Levinson is one of my favorite chefs, I tell you, man, if I were a betting man, I might not get too far away from betting on him to win that gumbo contest. And Chef Tyson Merriman is going to be in from Tuckahoe. Of course, he cooked on the riverboats and in Baton Rouge. And we have some newbies. We have the chef, Chef Dan Luber from Great Bay. That's exciting.
Excellent.
Yeah. And you know, Chef Joseph Sheridan from Atlantic Cape Community College.
Sure. Chef Joe and yep. Very familiar with the chef, yeah. We're excited about it, and Chef Dave and his team, we're not going to disappoint. The gumbo is going to be to compete with for sure.
We got a little secret up our sleeve.
What's that?
We have a little secret up our sleeve for this one.
Oh, okay. I'm looking forward to that, man. And I'll tell you what else. I'm looking forward to everybody coming and having a good time. You will love this Cajun fiddler, 35 years on Bourbon Street, David. You think he knows how to put on a show?
Oof.
35
can't wait.
At Toulouse and Bourbon. So I hope, David, you'll be there and your lovely wife, and we'll all have a good time.
We're looking forward to it.
Great time. Absolutely.
Thank you, guys. I want to thank and welcome to Jersey Gumbo, one of the finest culinary teams in South Jersey. Absolutely. And let's not forget about our buddy up at Smithville. He was pretty impressive last year too. Chef Gormley. We have some great people coming out. This is going to be a hell of hell of a good time, man. Thank you for being with us, and we will see you on the 8th of July, starting at 3 o'clock. All the gumbo you care to taste, and some of the greatest. The big band, David, we're going to have the Tony Mart Big Band, the All-Stars with the tuba and the horn section. Going to have a hell of a day. Thank you all so much. And please, get over there to Resorts. Is there one basic number they can call, David, to get into all of these fabulous restaurants? Oh, they're gone. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't realize they must have gotten really busy. It's a Saturday coming up on July. We want to thank the Circle Liquor Store, of course. This year we're going to have a party on the boardwalk. Phantom Red Wine and Funky Phantom Blues, one of the greatest bands in the world. Taj Mahal's Phantom Blues Band is coming in to perform with the man who taught the blues to the Blues Brothers, all multi-award winning performers, Grammy winners, BMA winners, Blues Music Award winners, winners from the Blues Hall of Fame. And Curtis Salgado is only making a few performance appearances with the Phantom Blues Band. And one of them is in Atlantic City on the boardwalk on the 17th. And Circle Liquor will be there at the Tony Mart Cafe with Phantom Red Wine Blends. And we're going to make Phantom Sangria with some fresh fruit and juices. And we're going to have the Phantom Chardonnay, which is really excellent. It's crisp, and it's got some fruit, but it has a really nice, balanced, oaky finish, not overwhelming. I think it'll be really popular. In fact, we're pouring that already, and we're going to be pouring Phantom, both Phantom Red Blend and Phantom Chardonnay at the Tony Mart Cares Cafe on the boardwalk in Atlantic City, beginning this Wednesday coming, the 3rd, with Mardi Gras AC. But, 7 o'clock, all the shows. We have some of the most incredible shows. They are huge headliners for free. You just cannot find Devin Allman. Samantha Fish is an international diva now who was on stage before the Rolling Stones at Jazz Fest. The Dirty Dozen Brass Band, iconic brass band, Bonorama. And we have a really interesting show for anybody you know that's into the Grateful Dead. We have probably the best, most critically acclaimed Grateful Dead show. Stanley Jordan, who is the jazz magazine cover hero, okay, one of the greatest guitar players in the world, played with Phil Lesh from the Dead over the last 10 years. He's got this Stanley Plays the Dead, and that's going to be quite a show with all-stars, guys from the Dark Star Orchestra, Kenwood Denard, who is a multi-Grammy and multi-platinum award winner. That's all happening on the 10th of July on the boardwalk. And one of our local favorites, Bobby Sterling, is opening the show. And that's been a long time coming that we haven't had Bobby up there. He used to play at the Mart, and he is a great musician with a great band. Hey, Jimmy, are you there?
I'm here, Tony.
Jimmy Glenn from the Tony Mart All-Stars. We call them old school. We're having a little fun there, Jimmy, with putting together this show. Jimmy and the All-Stars and the Tony Mart big band, we're going to call it the New Orleans Big Band, is getting ready to back Waylon Thibodeau in what will be one of the most unique and interesting shows. I had to have you come on and tell everybody about it because I know how excited you are.
I'm very excited. I got a chance to talk to Waylon the other day. What a great guy. I can't wait to work with him and make music together with this guy. What a genuine, super nice guy. And his tunes are so much fun. I've been listening to a lot of his stuff, and Brian Conover and I have been working on getting some charts down. And the more we work on this, the more we realize this is going to be a blast. But I got to tell you, I got to change the subject for 1 second. I made a really big mistake, man. Your producer asked me if I wanted to hold and listen or if she wanted to call me back when you were ready. And my mistake was I held and listened. Carmen, I don't know whether to go drink a bottle of wine right now or go try to make lunch, but I am so hungry. That food sounded great.
That's what Eddie Hitzel used to say. We're here to make you hungry, and that's what it's all about. But we will have the wine on the boardwalk. So all you got to do is come up and see us. And Circle Liquor Store does a phenomenal job, and we're going to be doing that Phantom Red Wine and Funky Phantom Blues on the 17th of July. That's going to be another party like you never saw. We just
sounds very cool.
Created these things. But to get back to Waylon for a minute.
Absolutely.
I have the Carnival King chef for 2023 coming on the show soon, Chef David Goldstein from the Culinary Association. But this show you're doing, traditional Cajun, Louisiana Southwest music, then what it was like to take all that and work Bourbon Street and turn it all into party music, sing along, 35 years. It's a unique thing, and you're just getting into it now, getting ready to perform all of that music with the great Waylon Thibodeau.
Yeah, it's going to be great, man. I mean, the more we work on the opening act stuff for Waylon, the more interesting that becomes too, because like you just said, we're going to present for the opening act, the All-Stars. We're going to do everything from authentic Dixieland to, who knows, we might break into Little Feat's Dixie Chicken, but it's going to have that Southern Bayou Cajun. And then when you talk about the original Dixieland stuff, the authentic stuff, we've got Tommy Quayle, who's one of the best tuba players, Dixieland, great jazz player. We got Tommy playing tuba. We got Howard Isaacson on clarinet and sax and Bobby Ferguson on trumpet. So we're going to be doing that, Saints and South Rampart Street Parade and all that stuff. It's going to be great.
And it's an all-star band, including our own Danny Iyer. And it's Old School's band. Old School is the musical director. You can see it on the big sign in front of the Summers Point Beach concert, and you can see it on the stage there next Friday night already. It is Old School, Friday the 5th of July. We just keep rolling out there with you and Waylon Thibodeau. And then, it's hard for me to describe how much fun Jersey Gumbo is. But I do want to say one thing. There are still VIP sponsor cabanas available. You can have a private portion of your own cabana or a private cabana for $200, and that includes 8 of the all-you-can-taste wristbands. The only thing you pay for, besides your drinks and the other food that is always available at the point, including probably the best kettle chips in the world, is the wristbands and your drinks. And, of course, there'll be lots of swag and merch, Jersey Gumbo T-shirts, and a new Tony Mart T-shirt we're trotting out for the Eddie and the Cruiser show. Those things are going to sell out. They're new, they're white, and they're special. So that's what's going to be happening. It's almost, it's free parking, free festival, free concert, and Old School leading the way, man. I'm so glad we were able to do this together.
Yeah. It's an honor, man. I'm really looking forward to it, Colin. going to be a lot of fun.
Old school, you still with me?
Am I still? Say it again.
It sounds like we lost old school. Okay. So now David Goldstein is here, and he, of course, is the reigning king chef, the reigning king of Mardi Gras gumbo chef this year. Are you ready to defend, Chef David?
Yes, and it's not me. Remember, we were a team last year.
Right. That's right. You have a whole group. It's like locusts descending on. You had about 10 people, I think.
The Professional Chefs Association of South Jersey Chef.
Right. And people really, really loved it and enjoyed just watching all of your pros back there. And we were very proud with all the great work that you do to give you that $1,000 first prize. We know it went to all your community service work and all the great things you do. I am so amazed that you have served over 1 million free meals during the course of your career. And you're still
Well, it wasn't me alone. It's a lot of people that work together, and we accomplish a lot.
Right. So, what do you have in store for us? You're gonna divulge any of your secrets for Jersey Gumbo this year?
I can say it in one word: delicious.
Delicious. Okay. All right. That's good. Last year you had a little something on top that everybody was talking about. What was that, David?
Well, we did a classic recipe, and we tweaked it a little bit, and we based it on authentic Paul Prudhomme, Louisiana cooking.
Oh, well, you can't go wrong there. That was one of my favorite restaurants. He came up as Command Palace, my favorite restaurant. So this year you're going to maybe take a little twist in the road and have a little something different for us, huh?
We're going to go pretty traditional because it's the roux that makes the difference.
Right. Oh, yeah. Because you taste that all the way through. Yeah. Really, really great. So you're bringing the whole team out, huh? Again?
Well, we're going to have Chef Bruce Johns and some other chefs helping, and we're going to serve a beautiful gumbo, and we hope to get a great response.
Well, I'm sure you will last year. Everybody was talking about it, and you took the prize. We were so pleased that we had such a great festival last year, and we're looking forward to a great festival this year. And we'll look forward to taking all the gumbo. You know, we have some great people competing.
You're going to have great chefs. It's going to be a great competition, and everybody's going to have a good time and have fun.
That's what it's all about. We'll see you down there with your team, Chef Goldstein. I want to thank you for everything you've done, and we're looking forward to having you back out on the beach again at Summers Point. There's lots of excitement going on. Maybe you want to stop by Friday night the 5th, or you can make one more appearance as the reigning Mardi Gras king chef of gumbo. If you get a chance, between 7 and 10, we'll be out there on the beach, and we'll be ready for you Monday, the 8th of July, starting at 3 o'clock. People can take your gumbo and enjoy a great free festival at the Point in Summers Point, 998 Bay Avenue in the historic Summers Point Bayfront. This time starring Chef Goldstein the reigning Gumbo King, Chef Gumbo King 2023. Thank you, David.
Listen, Carmen, thank you, and God bless, and looking forward to seeing everybody.
We'll see you then. Come and see us on the beach. David Goldstein, everybody, the president of the Chef Association, the Culinary Federation here in South Jersey, and we're very, very grateful to him for a part of it. He and his group give us such great notoriety. Jersey Gumbo. It is a lot of fun this year. It's nice, warm, but a cool breeze. Again, let me tell you that it's a free event, but you pay $20 to taste gumbo, and if you want to have 8 or 10 private cabanas already full. If you want a private cabana with 8 free, 8 included, you pay $200 for a cabana, but you get 8 of the wristbands, plus the private cabana area with the chef. And, you know, the staff, the staff at the point, so excellent. And you'll have service there, and you'll have a day cover at Jersey Gumbo 2024. I do want to get back to the Circle Liquor Store. We were talking about Circle when we got used by guests, musicians, all the people that come of the year. This is the time to buy in Jersey Gumbo. And we're going to have Mardi Gras weekend in Summers Point. I'm going to have every Wednesday night on the boardwalk. You know, the Circle Liquor Store, probably the best independent liquor store in the world. Certainly the best state of New Jersey. And they are another philanthropic organization. They give and give. Don't say no. Take care of people. And that's why they are the premier. But plus the fact that they have an incredible selection of product. They have all the new summer brews, the latest uppers, the latest cocktails in the can. They are a hugely well-stocked, and with the power to be able to put product in 2 to 3 days, they'll get one. If you go over there on Tuesday and they don't have one, they'll get it. Chances are extremely they'll get them for your weekend party. With Nights in Venice coming up on the 20th, Saturday the 20th, sneak up on us. We're also going to have a party over at Ventnor with Jimmy Toohey that night on the 20th of July, the Saturday night in Summers Point. Heather Hardy and Jimmy Toohey and Tony Mart All-Stars will be performing on that day as well. So we're very, very excited about something going on. But, you know, Circle Liquor has the time stuff. Like, for instance, this is a beautiful time for rosé. And Circle has 50 of the fine Southern French rosés. And you can go over there with Chet. They'll give you the stuff. And the sparkling rosé as well. Circle Liquor also has over 200 bourbons, has the single malt Scotch, the single barrel whiskeys, a huge selection. And they have Phantom red wine we're going to party with on the boardwalk. It's so cool on the boardwalk because we have our own beverage garden, and of course, the proceeds of the beverage garden go to Tony Mart, which is a bona fide 501c3 that helps musicians in many, many different ways. And we're very proud of that work as well. And we want to thank Circle Liquors. It's open 7 days a week. It's open 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. And that makes it perfect to go early before you're doing this, or late after that, dinner, a few drinks at some point, and you want to get some great stuff. Tremendous wine. The Proseccos are perfect this time of the year. The Bel Casal, I strongly recommend favorite. Bel Casal, Prosecco. There are a great products available all the time. Jordan, the craft beer man, he gets dozens of craft beers every week. That's so many. And you can just go there and taste the summer brews and enjoy what you like. It's just a fun place to party, to get ready to, the place where you get ready to party. And we're very proud that Circle Liquor Store is thankful to have Circle Liquor Store as our sponsor here on Tony Mart Presents Music, Food, Fun, and Travel. That's a good time. And they are rolling. Summertime 2024. There's so much. It's amazing. And I do want to turn to the side and talk about our sponsor, Richard Gerber. You know, Richard got in touch with me the other day and said, Carmen, you've got to educate these people about annuities because people do not know what annuities are. Right now, it's a very tiny place for annuities. I mean, you know, place in time, you can lock in high return for a substantial amount of time. These levels of interest rates are not going to stay forever. Nothing ever does. And the way of it, call Richard Gerber, and he'll talk to you not just about, he'll explain to you how all of that and how it's good for children, your family, and especially in your late 40s, 50s, and approaching. That's the perfect time to lock in. But Richard will talk to you about your situation and help you help your family. Richard Gerber is right on Central Avenue, and that's 6065391. And we're very grateful to Richard. Richard will be at Jersey Gumbo. He'll be there with Dr. Ken Jacob, our president, who will be one of the judges, and also Jeanette Gemza will be there, the queen of the Circle. These are all the VIPs that are going to be coming in, being a part of it. A lot of people remember how much fun for that Jersey last year. But Richard will be there, and Richard will be part of the fun, and he'll have a glass of wine with you, or he'll have coffee with you. He's more than happy to come to your house, to meet you at his office, right on Central Avenue, or get together wherever you like and explain to them that, annuities are a way of locking in to the return and getting really good, lots of different perks and special that make it really nice for you. And it's guaranteed by these financial institutions in the world. You have people like Allianz, Lincoln. There's over 30 that represent, and they are some of the in the world. So I think it's real that everybody call Rich Gerber and just talk to him a little bit. And after a while, maybe he doesn't have anything immediately, but in a year or two, get some ideas. You take care of your grandchildren or whatever. 609-653-9101. Thanks, Rich Gerber, for being our friend, for being a great wine guy, and for being a phenomenal that helps people the right way every day. Thank you for being. So we've got so much going on. We want everybody to see us at the Point every Thursday night. Tony Mart's rocking the Point. Beautiful Point nightclub, tiki bar where Babe once stood, where Tony Mart's actually stood. And we want to invite you to Jersey Gumbo there, of course, on the 8th. And we also want to talk about the Big Easy Cruise. Now, you can go to the Big Easy Cruise. What is it, man? BigEasyCruise.com. BigEasyCruise.com. This is the most amazing New Orleans music cruise. It leaves Fort Lauderdale. It goes to Key West. And it goes to New Orleans. And it goes to Belize. So, really a great thing. We're going to be on it January 5th. But we want everything 5% sold out. That we can get an introduction to our person up there that can get you discounted rates and take care of you Easy Cruise. It's amazing. Kevin Tab Benoit, Allman Betts, of course, Kevin Allman for us. The boardwalk free on the 7th of August. One of our biggest shows. That's a major show, free. And you can thank the CRDA, the state of New Jersey, and all the support we get from that. Mayor Marty Small is a tremendous advocate for Mardi Gras on the boardwalk and all the free customers that we put on along with Chicken Bone Beach and the Rhythm and Blues Association concerts at Garden. These things don't happen by accident. There's a lot of hard work that we put into it. Marty Small, Mayor Marty Small's administration and the Atlantic City Police are just really, really good to us. They're there, they're helpful. Everybody is on top of things, but it's a great atmosphere. Thank you all so much. Until next time, everybody, let the good times roll.
The preceding program was paid for and presented by Tony Mart Presents.
When it comes to Zaxby's Fingers, there's a few non-negotiables. It's got to be only premium tenderloin, marinated for 12 hours and fried to crispy perfection. What is negotiable? The flavors you create mixing our 12 signature sauces. Woo, saucy! Zaxby's.